This plant is Artemisia Powis Castle. Very popular perennial, a little overused for my taste, so I wanted to address it because I used to use this plant, but I wanted to make a comment about the maintainability of it and how to be careful as a designer. Again, as a designer, we don't want to create headaches for our clients in our designs, and this plant gets much larger than most designers seem to understand. I saw this place about 18 inches on center. These get 5 to 6 feet wide at least, depending on the situation and the weather, whether you're inland or near the coast. And they can be 2 feet high, no problem. So that's a big plant, and people trying to put these in as a little accent because they're small when they go in. That's kind of the typical design mistake I see in plant design, and a lot of why I created this video series is to educate people about the proper size of plants and how to expect them to behave. I mean, this is a beautiful foliage plant. There's no disputing that, but in the right context. Now, the other thing is maintainability. Do you see the underside of these plants? Every one of these looks like that underneath, and this is how they behave when they're in the ground as well. So they end up looking pretty nasty, especially if you're inland and it gets cold during the winter. What happens is the whole plant looks really bad during the winter, and they need a good haircut. They basically need to be sheared down almost to the ground, and they'll come back from that. They're fairly cold hardy. I'd say mid-20s is safe with this plant. I've grown them in that situation. But then you've got a big area that's bare for the winter, or if you leave this untouched, what you're going to be looking at is this kind of a mess. So just be aware of that. You know, there's so many perennials that I used to use when I was learning plants that I don't use anymore, and it's because most of our clients don't want to deal with deadheading. They don't want to cut the whole plant back and have a hole in their landscape, and they also don't know what to do, nor do most of the maintenance guys in the business. So when you create this sense of confusion with your client, you're not doing anybody a favor by using a plant like this. So it's a great plant if you know what it does.